Originally did a France guide. You guys had a lot of great feedback, and I decided I wanted to try something a little bit different for you guys. Just another France guide sounds kind of boring, and it's not really me. Or we're gonna be cooking up something a little crazy. One of my comments mentioned that France would be great for forming Lothringia, but I thought, interesting, we're gonna take that to the next level. I think it's gonna be hard to pull off what I'm cooking up, but I'm just gonna show you guys anyways, and then we'll probably start next episode with actually kind of getting into it. So we're gonna give you guys the plan today. So we're gonna break down the basics of what the plan would look like. So we would start off by hopefully allying to Castile, even though he's rivaled. So we probably reroll the game until Castile was our friend, and maybe Burgundy was our rival because we don't, we don't really mind that. But anyways, so our first war is we're gonna wait for England to attack us. England would be my friend. I've never seen that. It's gotta be yes man, right? There's no way that England would ever be my friend in the real game. So at some point I would need to war with Burgundy and make him cancel rivalry with me. From there I would, increase my relations with him, eventually get an alliance with him, and then this is very doable. Of course I'm cheating to do this, but this is actually very doable in the game. You could do things like, sending an insult to his rival. So maybe I would send an insult here, maybe, influence him, just kind of get him there. It would take a little bit of time, but it would totally be fine. Send a gift and just, keep improving relations. And I think at some point he will want to be your friend. Of course, yeah, I'll get this alliance at some point with Burgundy. And this is, of course, because you want the inheritance. And what I'm planning to do is in the first war with England, I don't know why the war didn't happen. Oh, we have a truce. I'm not sure. Screwed something up. But we're just going to use the annex command or integrate England. So at some point we're going to basically take over England, and it's going to show you guys the thought process here. It's a little crazy. We're also going to assume that I integrated all my subjects. So I'm going to go integrate all these guys. We're gonna just use the command, but at some point Burgundy's guy is going to die, and they will usually pick, let's integrate with the French if you have an alliance with them. And from here, you can actually use this to dismantle the HRE. So we're going to assume that we have good relations with all these guys. Of course, we have yes fan on, but we would be looking for an alliance with all these different electors. And since Austria hates us, he should definitely demand that we release the lowlands. So he should do that in just a moment here. Before the Burgundian inheritance triggers this event, you're actually going to want to make your way to Prague. So you're actually going to have to probably get some military access for different people. And this should be pretty possible in the game, in the actual game to do as well. Of course, it's going to be a little tedious, but you're basically just going to get a long path of access through all these provinces here. So you can stand in Bohemia's province with your army. So you're going to stand just like right here. And make sure you don't click this mission. This is actually going to be important later. We're going to insta-horse the event later, but we'll show you what it looks like. So you're going to get this Emperor's demands the Low Countries, and you're just going to hit all of Burgundy's ours. And that should be fine. And the reason that you're standing here is so you can quickly get to Wien before anyone else does, because you're going to need to be the person that sieges it down. Once you siege down his capital, of course, you're just going to go ahead and dismantle the HRE. And you don't really care about what you get in this war, probably, because it doesn't matter. You could take provinces when this happens, but really you could just wipe peace out and it wouldn't matter. But from here, you're going to do a little bit of shenanigans with this idea. What we're going to do is pretty insane, so stay tuned for that. I obviously gave myself money earlier, and my money's a little scuffed, so it might be a little inaccurate, but let's just imagine that you're going to take all the money you possibly can get, and then you're going to have bankruptcy looming, and that's fine, but then what you're going to do, and okay, I need to actually annex this, guys. I forgot to annex these guys, so let's do that. Debug mode, we're going to go integrate boy. No, his name is, okay, there we go. Now what you're going to do is actually grant every province to Burgundy except for your capital, of course. And what you want to do actually too is probably move your capital to some like really low dev provinces. I imagine I'm going to want to move my capital to some. I'm going to move my capital to Man. And the reason I'm doing that is so that I'm going to grant all these provinces to Burgundy, and I'll show you that. This is obviously going to take a minute, but you're going to grant everything to Burgundy. But this time you also should have. I'm just going to assume that you are also have taken Brittany. Surely you should have by now. So this will be, a little by the maybe a little bit, maybe like 1470. The plan is that we're gonna like build buildings at every single province that we can with all this money. Maybe we even build factories by that point. Who knows, right? This is vaguely the plan. So we build buildings everywhere, and then we're gonna go ahead and I don't know if this works because I never tried it, but if I declare bankruptcy, I'll have to test this too. Let me just make it back up real quick. Test bankruptcy. I'm wondering if they'll cancel. I know if you declare bankruptcy, your buildings would cancel, but if you build in your subjects, does it act the same? That is the question here. So we're gonna go ahead and try. So going to declare bankruptcy. Okay, it does stop all the building. So we'd actually have to like save enough money that it actually went through. So we're gonna reload up the save real quick here, and then we're gonna imagine that you saved enough money that you wouldn't go bankrupt that year. So we're just imagining that you had enough money that you didn't actually bankrupt immediately. You could even build the buildings in your own provinces first. You wouldn't need to give them away to Burgundy until after you did that. And, this is also a little bit like scuffed. I don't know how, I'm curious how ideas would work. Like if you had, let's say you were like, by this time you're probably like at least tech 7, I would imagine. So I'm just curious if and I'm sure I would probably go like espionage religious or something like that. Let's just imagine that's what the case was. So I'm just imagining I had these done. You click the mission here now, the Duchess of Burgundy, and that would, I could kiss a horseshoe and inherit all of this. Now what I would probably do is like disband all my guys and stuff like that to make make France really weak for the time being. So I'm going to disband everything I own, and I could probably use my points like I could spend all my points deving to Paris or something, and then what I would do is go ahead and declare bankruptcy. And then what I would do is release Burgundy and hit play as release subject. I still have the -3 stability. Why? Does my stability carry over? It actually might. Okay, I didn't know that. So maybe I can't. Maybe I shouldn't do the declare bankruptcy part. But that doesn't matter. The declare bankruptcy part was just an extra flair. We don't need to do that. It looks like our stability carries over. Our ideas? Oh, we have random ideas. That's annoying. It gives us random ideas. I was hoping it wouldn't do that, but okay. It is what it is. I might have to abandon ideas and, sort some things out. But I wonder if you could just keep rerolling and get different ideas. Admin actually wouldn't be bad. I probably would just keep it, and then I would just abandon this idea group. So we're going to assume I actually didn't declare bankruptcy because I didn't know the stability, carried over. It's interesting. But what we would do is, I think we would, and I'm not sure, we might actually have to wait to declare on France because they are, truce. Oh, I should have also broken all the alliances. I would do that. Yeah, I could even do that real quick. Well, yeah, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I would probably break alliance. I don't know if I would truce break, though, to get out of the, out of the situation. I think I might have to wait for the truce. This is interesting. Maybe we would get pretender rebels and he wouldn't be able to do anything about it. That could actually work. So we're also going to assume, we give out, like, the land rights and stuff. Because, yeah, we would be hurting otherwise. Oh, I never picked my reforms either. Probably would pick... Is this one good? I don't remember what it does. Not really. Probably just pick this. Yeah, I'm just gonna state up some stuff because nothing's stated right now. But yeah, I would obviously want to have stuff stated, make some money. And like, what you could do, in a situation like this, is just click this button, sort you from siege, and that way, just makes things a little faster. And I don't see this being too hard. If you could get pretender rebels, it wouldn't be actually too hard to break free, especially if he lives on man. If his home is on man, this definitely could work. All right, and it looks like, yes, I would be my own nation, and I got warred with in this game, but obviously that probably wouldn't happen in a realistic scenario, but it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna, have yes man turned on. Am I still a vassal? I thought I just got a guy. I'm confused. Didn't I just pretend? Oh, shouldn't I not be a vassal anymore? What's happening? I don't know why this is happening. I guess maybe pretenders don't work? I suppose the pretenders wouldn't work because it's not a personal union, huh? Well, we're just gonna tag in real quick then to Castile to end this. Yeah, we might have to actually wait the full duration to actually get this to be done. Why did they I slack in recruiting centers? What the heck? My 100 professionalism, why? Looks like my truce ends in 57, so I think I would, just wait a year and then I could declare war with them, I guess. Look at all these people supporting my independence, they're so nice. But after the 5 years, I'd probably just, declare war, take the stab hit, whatever the case may be. So I would probably demand independence and then his full annexation in the war, and that would be fine. So from here, the plan would, it's kind of vague, the plan from here, and, it's a little experimental. But let's say that I wanted to form England. That could be good. So we go ahead and culture shift to England culture. And I guess we're going to unaccept some of this other stuff real quick, or rather unstate. So we're going to promote culture shift to English, and then we're going to form England. And from here, we're gonna we cannot abandon our Angevin claims, and we're gonna get that personal union on France who doesn't exist. So that's gonna be great. So in theory, the plan would be to eventually get down here and get this objective down here for the 5% admin efficiency. This can be a long-term goal, doesn't have to be done immediately, but we're just gonna imagine that we integrated like Austria and Bohemia and a bunch of the HRE. You get the point. The point would be that you like conquered all the HRE by like 1600s or something. From here, you would go ahead and culture shift again. So, and we would like unstate this stuff, So next we would probably like, you know, form into Seed Piedmont. You guys have seen that. If you watch my other videos, you know what that looks like. And then we would probably from there form into Prussia. Go ahead and form into Prussia. Culture shift. We would want to reform into Prussia. So we'd obviously have to, let's get our tech up. Then, change religion, Protestant. And then, we'd like reform into Prussia. From here, we would, complete a mission tree here, as well as, have the balance of power done. We're going to do some theory crafting. So we get 5%, let's say 30% admin efficiency from tech. We're going to do admin efficiency theory crafting here. So we get 37.5 absolutism. This is with the Brandgate plus last reform. 2.5 from the last reform. 30 from tech 27. So that puts us up to 70. Get 5% from England. 5 from Prussia, 5 from the Monument, 5 from Seed, Piedmontese, and Onese, and then that of course would equal a total of 90, if my math is right. So let's see, 40, 70, so that'll give you 90 admin efficiency, and then from there we would go ahead and make this into a France guide. Of course, this is we're France. This is a France guide. We're not Prussia. You don't know me. But then, of course, we would go ahead and reform into France. Call it a France guide. And it's easy. It's really just, 90% admin France. It's what the people demand. So we would go ahead and PowerPoint here. Go ahead and culture shift here. And, of course, we would form the French nation. And depending on if you want, if we could hit yes, please. Or no, probably I'd rather have Prussian ideas. Maybe. I don't really even remember what the ideas are for France. They're probably not as good as Prussian, let's be honest. But she'll hit yes, please, for the for the playing purposes. It's for the role playing purposes, guys. And yeah, that's kind of the kind of the basic strategy. So we would be a France. We'd have 90% admin efficiency. We would probably what the hell is this? Don't want that. That's not so good. we might actually keep the English, like the England government reform that we switched to. Anyways, a bit of a crazy idea, I know. But basically, we would be like 90% admin efficiency France, and yeah, let me know what you guys think. I wanna actually obviously try to pull this off. This is just the idea, the concept. Let me know what you guys think of this. If you think it's a little if it's perfect in every way, like I am, then just let me know. As always, thanks for watching and have a great day.